Hi there, it's Sam from pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's a cute little squish flat baker box type style snack box, and it was inspired by a visual I saw on Pinterest. Now there was no link to it, there was no name, there was just an image source, so it was just a visual I saw, and it was very, very sweet, and I don't know who the person was who designed it. It was very, very cute. It was this shape. I have no idea if it was this size, but I was totally inspired by that. So if you can see it, if you share it, can somebody let me know who it was? But anyway, this is a cute little box that it's designed to hold the little snacks and mini size chocolate bars that we get from Tesco's. And these are the Tesco's own brand ones. They are exactly the same as the genuine Mars bar, not the crazy caramel. Milky Way, Wild Whippy, Cool Coconut, that's obviously Bounty, and they are exactly the same size, but these are the kind of treats that I buy for my boys. I buy them, you know, a bag of these once a month. When they're gone, they're gone, but you know, I thought that would be quite cute to make a little box for them. So I'm going to show you how to make it. Now you need a piece of cardstock that is 6.5 by 5 inches, which is 17 by 12.5 centimetres. With the long side at the top, you score it at 1/2 inch, 1.5, 2.5, 4, 5 and 6 inches, which in metric is 1, 4, 6.5, 10.5, 13 and 16. And then you whiz it round and you score it at 1 inch and 4 inches, which is 2.5 and 10 centimetres. So basically, as you can hopefully see, the base of the box, let me tip that, the base of the box is wider than the sides. So that's how it's working. Okay, so let's fold and burnish these 4 lines. This is very vanilla cardstock. Because it's a small box, we're okay to use this because all of our cardstock is the same pounds GSM. But the very vanilla and Whisper White have been squished and pressed flat to make them super smooth for ultimate stamping. I think that should be a sport, ultimate stamping. But it also means that they feel a little bit flimsier. They aren't actually flimsier, they just feel it. So yeah, but it's perfect for this. Okay, the pieces to remove. If I bring in the original, you can see which bits we don't need. We don't need the top 2 corners on any of the sides, so we'll get rid of those bits first. Bit of fluff there from where I neatened up the ribbon. I made this box. I make a lot of my boxes quite far in advance, and where I'd had it stored, I'd managed to shred just the edge of the bow a little tiny bit. So I neatened it up and apparently left it stuck to my scissors. Okay. So that's all 4 outer corners gone, and we're left with 2 score lines here. Cut up both of those. And on the opposite side as well. So there you go. So that's what you're left with, and these bits here have been cut as well on both sides. Okay, marvellous. Right, where do we put the DSP? We'll definitely put it on before you close up the box, and I've got it over here, and I have got the Pretty Petals 6x6 DSP. And I've taken 2 pieces for these sections here that measure 3/4 inch by 2 3/4 inch, which is 7 by 2 centimetres. And they are not going to go at the top or the second one down. They're going to get this first one, which is basically this first section here. So they're going to go there and there. So I'm going to place a little bit of snail on the back of that. And make sure that they are going to be the correct way up if you're going with a pattern which has got an obvious direction. Just questioning myself there. And then the 2 bits that are going to go here and here, they measure 3/4 inch by 1 1/4 inch. 1 1/4 inches, so that's 2 by 3.5 centimetres. And they're going to go onto this rectangular panel here. Trying to put snail on tiny little bits of paper doesn't want to play today. Okay, and now the only thing we need to do is stick the box together. So the 4 outer corners here, that's where you put your adhesive. So I've got my fuse. And just bring it round and close it. Do you know what? I should have maybe used the Go Wild paper for my boys. Maybe I'll just give this treat to myself. I don't know. Okay, and then this now, these parts here and here are going to stick together. Well, they're not going to stick together because it's not permanently closed, so I just want around the corners of them just to soften those edges up a little. There and there, and then grab a hole punch. I want my middle-sized one, and if you just grip it together so you can punch everything all in one go. And then feed your ribbon through, because that's Calypso Coral on these poppies. It is, you have to trust me on that. I've gone with the Calypso Coral seam binding ribbon. And you just push it through from one side to go through both parts at the same time. And back through the other direction. Try and avoid a twist across the back, if you can. And then tie off a pretty bow, and I've gone for seam binding ribbon. Oh, I forgot to put the chocolate inside. That would be useful, wouldn't it? Let's have one of those in there. So beat your chocolate inside, then close it, and tie off a ribbon. And as I was saying, I've gone with the seam binding ribbon because it's quite forgiving for me. But it's a beautifully elegant ribbon. And just neaten up your bow. And there we go. A cute little box made. And like I say, it's I've worked out the measurements for myself because I was going off a visual, but I loved the idea from the visual that I saw. So anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you soon. Bye.